Hi, you are watching the Key channel, providing you with a lot of practical solutions for adjusting or repairing different devices. Today, the scratchy noise of the volume knob of an electric guitar and how to deal with it. I am Saeed. The volume knob of an electric guitar is basically a potentiometer, a variable electrical resistor. Exactly the same thing is also used in amplifiers. So let us start with the basics of the potentiometer and how it can provide us with variable resistance just with the rotation of a shaft. This is a carbon track, which is basically a resistor. Here is a conductive circle which is connected to the middle terminal. This is a shaft connected to the wiper. The wiper connects these two things together. This is our resistor and this is our conductor. This orientation creates a variable resistor. For example, when a wiper is in here, it connects these 2 points together. And this is our resistor and here is our conductor. It means that because the length of a resistor is very high, very considerable, the resistor is a very large resistor at this moment. Now if I rotate the wiper in this way, clockwise, and it is in here, connects these two things together. This is our resistor and this is our conductor. As you can see, the length of the resistor is now very small, so we have a smaller resistor here. Now we have a variable resistor. The carbon track, as you have seen, is under the friction of the wiper, so it is under exposure of wearing out. And because of that, after some time there would be a lot of disconnecting lines and faults on the structure of it. And because of that, when you're rotating that shaft, you can hear that scratchy noise. So what we need to do is to repair that carbon film. There are a lot of sources saying that the problem is coming from accumulation of the dust and dirt. I don't believe so. Despite the fact that many of these potentiometers have a kind of window toward the outside. But the reality is that, for example, inside your electric guitar, they are completely isolated in a place like a box, so nothing can enter to them significantly. And there are also some kinds of potentiometers with the same problem of scratching noise, but they are perfectly isolated from the outside. But they have the same problem. Because of that, I don't believe that the dirt can be the most important culprit for this problem. So, if that's the case, we can have another solution, a very specific solution to make this scratching noise eliminated for a very long time. So what we need to do is to first, in practice, I will show you how to reach to that carbon track and also how to repair it. First, disassemble the potentiometer. There are 4 clips around it that are needed to be opened. Then we can uncover it. Use just 1 drop of paraffin oil on the carbon track. You may already have it, This is the trimmer's lubricator. And you can find it in many stores. What it does is that it can fix problematic parts of the current track, and also it can solve many dirts if there is. And at the end, you need to eliminate extra amount of that oil with facial tissue. Now I bring back the cover. Now I bring back everything to their places. Now let's check the result. As you can see, there is no scratchy noise in here, despite the fact that now I'm using distortion effect on my guitar. Look again. Nothing can be heard. So I strongly believe that the problem is coming from wearing of the carbon track. What do you think? Let me know in comments. And if my video was helpful for you, please right now give me a like. Thanks for watching.